In this Space Marine 2 Mastery Points guide, I want to talk about this mechanic in the game because it's a little bit confusing, but can be quite handy once you know what you're doing with it. So if we have a little look here at my Vanguard, who's level 15, you can see there's this little exclamation mark here. And what this means is I've unlocked something to do with this weapon, this bolt pistol. So any of your weapons you can have a little look at in operations and select it. So I'll choose X here. And what it's saying is there's an option here in the perk tree that I could now use with my mastery points. Now mastery points, you can see just above my head there, it says I've got one of them. So if I wanted, I could go to this and spend it on here. So it would cost me one. And then it says after a perfectly timed dodge, you deal 25% more damage for 5 seconds. Nice. But you don't want to be using these willy-nilly because you only get a certain amount of them. So how do you earn them? What you want to be doing is basically using the weapon that you want to get mastery points for, and then you will get mastery points that you can spend on that weapon. However, it gets a bit confusing. So if we go back to versions here, I'll try and explain what goes on. So to begin with, when you start with a weapon such as this bolt pistol here, it will start as a standard weapon. And what you want to be doing to get mastery points is well, basically just use this. And the more you use it in playing operations, the more you will earn XP with it. So just keep trying to get through the levels and you will see that you will earn XP. And as you do that, this little bar will grow from 0 up to 1300. And when it gets to there, you'll earn a mastery point. Now, I could use those in the perk tree here that we see, but these you can see are currently locked. And the confusing thing with the game is to get these unlocked, you also need to find armory data, which you find in the game. So by exploring around, you'll find different armory data, but also in the trial. So I'm going to talk about that in just a sec as an extra perk. So the armory data that I've got shows up here, and I've got 12 of the green ones, but I have none of the purple ones because they are much rarer. And I'll talk about how you get those. So you kind of need a combination of mastery points and armory data to get these guns up to the super duper levels that we see here. The other thing is once the weapon has been upgraded to the XP here, you won't get any more for continuing to use that weapon in its current state. I could switch to this one, equipped to this, and then work on that. And you can see this would be changing my accuracy a little bit if I went to this mode here, but at least I could earn some more XP and in theory earn another piece of mastery point. So where do we get these armory data then? Let's talk about that. Couple of places you can get them. An easy one is here in trials. So if you're in operations, you're in single player, sorry, not single player mode, multiplayer mode, but not currently in a game, you should be able to come to the Armoring Hall, have a little look at the classes such as the trials here, and you can see the rewards that you can get. And if you manage to get A rank, so you can see I didn't get it here, didn't get it here, did get it here, so I got the reward of one of those armory data green ones, and then I could use that to upgrade a weapon to the next tier, assuming I'd got all of the XP already. So that's one way of getting them. The other thing is, and I don't know whether you know this, but if you hit the touchpad, you can fast travel off to the Armoring Hall or the launch bay or the data slate repository. But if we go to the launch bay here, and the way you would earn more higher tier armory data is you have to change the threat here. So if we change the threat, you'll see that we've got the option of better armory data. So you see there, if I go for threat substantial, the armory data would be artificial, whatever you to call it. This one, master crafted. So I basically have to be going up here to get all the way to the top. So this one is the ruthless one, would be relic armory data, so you can't get up to those top weapons until you get to here. So for me to get that weapon to the next tier, I would have to be playing here, which is fine for this particular class, but if it was a lower class I wouldn't be able to do that. Hopefully that makes sense to you on how to get mastery points. If it does, give us a thumbs up, please. That's much appreciated. Any comments welcome. If you need more help with the game, do let me know with what, and I'll do my best to help in a future video. Thanks for watching.